Alright boys and girls, it is that time once again. The time where the gaming industry gets rocked once more and everybody's upset because a company wants to be a greedy, soulless entity that couldn't give a single shit about their consumers. This time, however, it's not from EA with their shitty games and practices, or Ubisoft with their shitty games and practices, and it's not even Activision with their shitty games and practices. My god, what happened to these companies though? Actually, this controversy is not from any gaming publisher or developer that did something wrong. Instead, it is a development program that decided to do something absolutely stupid. Unity. For the people who don't know what Unity is, that's completely fine. Let me give you a quick rundown. Unity is one of the largest free-to-use softwares that lets people develop games. First created in 2005, the intention of this software was to allow anyone to make whatever they please, no matter the experience that they had beforehand. Are you some random kid who wanted to make their own game as a passion project just for the hell of it? Unity is there to help you. Are you a professional developer with years of experience behind your back wanting to make a game for a very low cost due to no licensing payments? Well, Unity is there to help you. Now, over the years, Unity has brought in paid licenses like Unity Plus for more advanced plugins, some easier monetization, and some other features, and there has been more free-to-use competition out and about nowadays like GoBot and the Unreal Engine, but for a while, Unity has been the absolute top dog when it comes to development. Games like Rust, Cuphead, Fall Guys, Escape from Tarkov, and many more use the Unity engine. A couple days ago, Unity released a statement that was so out of the blue, like nobody was expecting it at all, where they will now be enforcing a Unity runtime fee starting on January 1st of 2024. Here's what they had to say in their unexpected blog post. As you may know, the Unity engine is in fact two substantial software components, the Unity editor and the Unity runtime. The Unity runtime is a code that executes on player devices and makes made with Unity games work at scale, with billions of monthly downloads. We are introducing a Unity runtime fee that is based upon each time a qualifying game is downloaded by an end user. We chose this because each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed. Also, we believe that an initial install-based fee allows creators to keep the ongoing financial gains from player engagement, unlike a revenue share. Okay, depending on what subscription plan you use, whether that is the Unity Personal, Plus, Pro, or Enterprise, it will determine what is required to enact the runtime fee and how much per install it will cost. If you use Unity Personal or Plus, you will need a minimum of $200,000 of revenue in the past 12 months and have a lifetime total of 200,000 installs. If you use Unity Pro or Enterprise, the requirement quintuples to being 1 million in revenue and installs. Already, you can feel the sheer amount of greed that Unity has. They want to wring you out for every single dollar that you have, making it so that if you want to not spend more money, well, you're just gonna have to spend more money. But it's crazy because the actual runtime fee is fucking huge. If you use Personal, you need to pay 20 cents per install. For every Plus member, well, they say it's 20 cents, but that doesn't really matter anymore because they're outright removing that membership. For a Pro member, the starting install price is 15 cents, but lowers down to 2 cents, and then Enterprises is 12.5 cents down to 1 penny. You gotta love how money hungry Unity is that they didn't even make a flat rate of 12 cents for the Enterprise users. Nah bro, they needed that half a cent. You guys are the greedy ones, not them. I gotta be honest though, I don't really understand the paid membership plan. Unity wants to bring every last cent that they so crave by implementing this, but after a certain amount of installs the cost will go down? Why is that the case?
Hello, I like money.
Oh yeah, that's why. They definitely just want to push the pay-to-use memberships instead of the free-to-use, but god damn, they could have at least attempted to hide that fact. Now, upon the release of this blog post, there has been some harsh criticism about this change, and by some, I mean every single developer fucking hates this decision, and by harsh, I mean this decision has not received enough flack yet. There have been development teams that have outright admitted that once this goes into effect, that they will be removing their game off of store pages like Cult cult of the lamb. Others have gone into full panic mode as the engine that they've used their entire career now threatens their entire existence. And a bunch of other people have brought forth the question that what happens if somebody abuses the install feature? What will stop these payments if someone knowingly reinstalls a game just to delete it over and over and over again? What will happen to the demos and the early access games? These are all huge questions that are left unanswered in the Unity blog post until Unity themselves had to step in once again to give out another shitty response. Apparently, they can just track anyone who repeatedly re-downloads a game over and over again, so I guess you don't have to worry about that, but you might have to worry about that. They won't charge any money for a demo or a charity game, but if you call it early access, or if you charge money for that demo, well, damn guys, you are shit out of luck. You have to unfairly pay just like everybody else. Now, after this statement was released, people were very quick to realize about some cool little, totally not illegal inside trading that went down only 2 days before the announcement. The CEO of Unity, John Rigatoni, who by the way may or may not be the 6th highest paid gaming CEO ever, with a salary of $22 million, has sold over 2,000 shares of Unity right before this announcement. Now, if you guys were to take a look at the stock market exchange, you can see that John at random decided when to sell his stocks of his price. Wow, what a smart and insightful man. Oh my god, bro, he is big-brained, I guess. And then after that, you can see the stock price of Unity right after they made the announcement of the runtime fee. Fun fact too, it's also reported by Kotaku that John sold over 50,000 total shares this year alone, and do you guys know how much he purchased this year? In fact, let's get a little game for you folks at home, just so you all feel a little bit involved. Let's go ahead and play Did He Buy? Alright folks, how many stocks do you guys think that John Rigatoni, the CEO of Unity, bought after selling 50,000 shares of Unity this year alone? Was it 50,001, 25,000, 65,950, or 0? It's 0. We all knew that immediately. Remember when I said like 3 minutes ago that Unity could have at least tried to make their greed hidden? What the fuck, John? You're the CEO. You're supposed to be a slimy, shitty person already. How are you this fucking stupid as well? Did you really think that nobody would notice this shit? Fun fact too, as I'm recording this video, Unity was set to like release a statement again about this whole entire ordeal, and we're supposed to make like a town hall meeting about this, but they had to close down their business for a couple days as they were receiving death threats by their own employees. Oh my god, bro. How fucking terrible of a company do you have to be? Now, before I end this video, I want to briefly discuss what some people are saying in response to this. There are, for some reason, fanboys who are, you know, lack of a better terms, busting a fat fucking nut over the fact that developers now have a reason to make the move over to the Unreal 5. I mean, look how cool the Unreal Engine 5 is. Look how realistic the graphics can be. And look, it has AI and I love it. And you know, that's cool. Unreal's a good engine. It's also a free to use engine, just like how GoBot is and also how Unity is. But there is a massive problem to this. Now, I am not a developer. I have no clue how a game development works. In fact, I am so back in time, I am so caveman brain that I'm still trying to figure out what the difference between a GPU is and a CPU. But from seeing what actual developers had to say about this, it makes total sense. How the fuck would they know how to use Unreal? Here's a perspective that some of you might know. Let's say that you were an experienced YouTuber or a content creator, and for a while you've been using Adobe Premiere for your career. You know every little feature of Premiere. You could edit with your eyes shut for that matter. But one day, Adobe came out to say that for every view that you get on a video, you need to pay some money for that. Well, you don't want to pay money. That is your rightfully made video. But what are you gonna do? I mean, you can move to Sony Vegas or Filmora or DaVinci Resolve, but you've never used those programs before. Everything is completely different between programs. The UI is different, the hotkeys are not set up. Hell, you don't even know what features are exclusive to one program compared to another. This would take months. No, this would take years to adjust and to get as comfortable to use Sony Vegas as you were when you were using Premiere. On top of that, what happens if you have a video currently being made on Premiere? You can't just export that file and import it over to Vegas. That's genuinely impossible. You are basically stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that is completely the same with game development. development. You can't just move over to a new program just because of the convenience. You'll be losing years worth of progress. And if you're a massive development team that primarily uses Unity, then you're gonna spend thousands of dollars training your employees to use a new type of engine. So all in all, this decision fucks over not only the developer, obviously, because they're gonna be losing either money or some time or experience, but it also fucks the customer over too, as they're now gonna have to wait far longer for a game to release, or maybe the game will now cost higher in price. Oh my god, I just now realized that AAA games are now gonna be constant at $70 because of this. Or you would have to deal with a completely different game made on a completely different engine. It is a lose-lose situation, with the only winner being Unity. Not really. They're definitely gonna go bankrupt over this if they do continue to enforce this. And that's where I stand with this entire ordeal. In short, screw Unity. This past week, they've definitely shown their true colors and where they stand with how they treat developers. If they enforce this, so many developers will stop using their services. There definitely will be lawsuits as well created by larger companies. I definitely will be extremely interested to see how Microsoft deals with this because of the whole Game Pass situation. This is going to be very interesting to look at. And if they do decide to scrap this idea, well, who the hell is going to want to use Unity after this? Who knows what other shady decision that they'll make after this? So yeah, Unity is garbage. Let's just let's just all use Scratch to make games instead. Let's just use that website instead. Anyways, with that said, I'm gonna be ending this video here. If you guys have any other thoughts on the Unity whole controversy, leave it down in the comments below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, maybe hit that like button, maybe hit that subscribe button, maybe, give me your social security number, and I'll see you on another video. Bye for now.